Hey, what's going on, peeps? So basically, I just wanted to come on and talk about lifting and vanity and my current experience with being vain while working in the gym. And so I looked at vanity, and it means excessive pride in or admiration of one's own appearance or achievements. Um, and for me, it relates to just improving in general. But I'm gonna put this away before I fiddle with it. Constant improvement. It relates to my constant improvements in my achievements of what I'm becoming, in my goal to become what I want to be. Okay. Recently, my mindset when it comes to at times, because I do have my moments where I become arrogant and entitled, where at times I can feel I think that I deserve X or I deserve something because I'm constantly working toward the man I want to become. And I feel like I deserve something in life sometimes. Sometimes it's women. Sometimes it's a little bit more recognition from my peers. Sometimes it's a little bit more recognition on social media. Sounds dumb, but that's what I think sometimes. Like my intrusive thoughts will be really be taking me to those type of places. And especially right now in my lifting, where I'm fueled by regret and self-hatred of my past, in like the lack of grit and initiative that I didn't have. And just seeing how far I've come is like an inspiration to me, mainly because I'm constantly killing my old self and becoming something new. And I hate it because I wish I would have done it earlier. And honestly, my social media stuff is like, it's not the best when it comes to like own personal like mentality, because it's been flooded recently with a bunch of like man versus woman type stuff. But I am now starting to understand why some videos about lifting might tell you examine your motives before you start going to the gym, because especially in my life currently, it will affect your life, but as well as your lifting journey in general. Going back to me again, this is the biggest I've ever been. I weigh at 147 right now, but I've eaten, so I'll have to check in the morning. But I've eaten I'm sorry, pause. Affects your life. And just going back to vanity, I can become very solely reliant on the way I look, in order in order to have confidence or have some sort of control over the situation in my mind and in my mind alone. And I'm realizing at times that my motive to go to the gym is just to be better and to be treated better by other people. That has not happened yet, but I've watched a lot of videos about how getting jacked is can be very important, especially while you're broke, because it can afford you opportunities that you wouldn't be able to get regardless. Pretty privilege does exist. I don't got it in the face, but I can hopefully earn it in the body. And I can see how that mindset can consume me at times, because when I go get my way, my first thought is it's because I didn't look a certain way. Like, and that's it. You know, like I don't consider that, maybe I could communicate a little bit different. Maybe I need to improve my social skills, which I have been doing. I might make a video on that later. But yeah, being arrogant and entitled are not very good qualities to have. unless you've earned it. Because it's not arrogance. I don't think it's arrogance if you earned it. But that's what I want to. That's what I wanted to come up here and talk about. Basically, the main point is talking about how I can become focused on the way I look and how it affects my life and how I see it affecting my life in my mind as well as in my real life, and how my goals can affect my thinking, and that's why I see myself improving. I can become more negative and more not negative, vain. I become more vain in just in my life in general. But anyway, a little bit longer video today, but that's something I want to come up and talk about. Adios, friends. Hey, what's going on, people? So, essentially, about the whole talk about vanity and its effects on me and my mentality when it comes to lifting and going to the gym, I consistently am now learning that those are just 3 a.m. thoughts. Okay? I think vanity, thinking that way is just like a form of corruption, because there's no, I don't even think there's a universe where self-improvement is bad. And just going back to the point of just self-examination, honestly, it's like you can be vain when you work out in the gym if your motives are wrong. However, I think through time and effort, and especially through the process of you lifting in the gym, you're not really gonna feel vain in doing that, because in the moment you are truly, at least when I do it, I am truly not thinking about nobody else other than me and what I can do and the beauty of my body and what it can achieve. So it is important to examine those types of thoughts in your head, understanding why you think that way and why it happens, so that way you don't get trapped into believing that into believing something that ultimately is only true in that moment and not true for the rest of your life. Anyway, that's what I learned. Feel like an idiot, but yeah, adios, people.